You have a two-faced person in your life. Be very careful about this person. They're trying to squeeze off of you. You could liken this to an energy vampire. Even when we think about vampires in general, they suck the blood. They suck the life force out of others. Some of you have somebody that is either in your life or wanting to come back in your life that's not truly a friend, never was. So be very mindful. Understand that we live in a world where we're sent as lambs amongst wolves in sheep's clothing. We don't want to give these wolves an opportunity to do damage. It's not worth it, okay? Be very careful, because this is the thing. Right now is a time in your life where you're about to experience the opportunity of a lifetime. And I didn't even say that correctly. I really wanted to say you're living in the opportunity of a lifetime. You're living in a time where, as you stay focused on yourself, as you continue to put yourself first, as you continue to stop sacrificing yourself on behalf of others who the Most High never told you to sacrifice yourself for, you're going to see that you build a very strong, powerful momentum, and you start to bring success into your life in ways that, even if you've been successful before, even if you thought you envisioned what success would look like, this is to a whole nother level. This is effortless. These things are going to be flowing to you. Your life is going to really look like it's not fair, because people are going to be like, well, this person isn't doing anything. How is this person worthy of this or that? And the thing is, these people don't know what you've been through. We've heard it a million times. People want your glory. They don't want your story. By the time the Most High puts you before the world the way that the Most High is going to put you before the world, people are not really going to have too much of a context of where you came from and what you've been through. And you don't even owe that to anybody. If you want to be like these celebrities of the past where they making up trauma stories, they saying they was homeless and they weren't never homeless. But you got people that's out here saying all type of things because they like to buy on the emotions of people. If you look at almost every celebrity, whether it's true or not, they're going to tell you all of the bad stuff they went through to get to where they're at. I'm going to tell y'all this right now. You don't owe that to anybody. Now, if you feel led to share certain things, and especially if your work involves helping people who went through certain traumas and dramas that you actually did live through, and you're not just saying it to gain the sympathy and get in the minds and the hearts of people, then do that. But some of you, you're not going to even feel compelled to say anything. We've been talking about this lately, even on Patreon, and I haven't dropped that video at 828 podcast yet, but I cannot wait to drop that episode. It's fire. If you would like it early, patreon.com/prettybossTV is where you can find all of those episodes. We were talking about, stop talking about your past. It's nobody's business. We have to stop relating to other people and finding commonalities in our pain. That's the past. You want to be stuck in the past? You want to continue to do what you've already done? Or are you ready to step into this promised land? Do you want this new? If you want this new, then it's time to start telling new stories. It's time to talk about what God has already done in a positive way, or you can even talk about what God is doing, where you had it. Let's have future face conversations. Let's talk about what we planning for, what we doing, what we're going to do this year, not what about happened 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years ago. We burying that. For some of you, you're not even going to be led to talk about any of your past, even on a collective level. You're going to be like, I don't define myself by my past. I no longer define myself by my trauma. Some of you, and I talked about this on one of the last videos I did in the series, you're going to heal to a level to where it's like, you're literally, it's almost going to be as if that was a completely different life. It's almost going to be like you don't even remember. It's almost going to be like it just doesn't even resonate. It's so far away. Like, you know what? Now that I think about that, that did happen to me now, didn't it? I did go through that. But as you learn to stop entertaining stories of the past, this is what really brings this new one. So some of you are going to embody this so much that you're literally going to be in a completely different level. When you emerge to the level that the Most High is elevating you to, people are going to be looking at you like you was born with a silver spoon in your mouth. People are going to be looking at you like you've been privileged your whole life, and let them think that you don't owe nothing to anybody. This is for somebody, because some of you already live in this and you don't owe an explanation to anyone. If a person looks at you like they can't relate to you, they don't want to be around you because you lived a privileged life, they can kick rocks. They just not meant to be around you. They're not on your level, because you shouldn't have to validate yourself to anybody in any of those types of ways. Why do people need that type of validation? We're all people. We all are humans, regardless of what we have or haven't been through. Even for people who have been born into privilege, that's a beautiful thing. Don't let the world hate on you and make you feel like, oh, I'm a privileged person. My mother was rich. My father was rich. I inherited this business. Congrats. I wish I had the same. Like, I'm not going to hate on that. That's a beautiful thing. I've been grinding hard so that my daughter can have a privileged life. I would love for her to be privileged. You think people like to come out through the mud? I don't understand how would a person even hate on somebody like that. If anything, get to know a person like that. That's a completely different world. This person can give you a different perspective and make you realize, like, wow, this person can't even fathom what I've been through, and they have a completely different way of thinking because they haven't been through what I've been through. To me, when I see those types of situations, I'm like, this is beautiful because this shows you that the world isn't always what I think it is. There's many possibilities. Just because this has been my experience, just because this is the way that I perceive life because of what I've been through, there are people that their mind doesn't even go in that way because they've had completely different experiences, and through others' experiences, even if it's a person that's been privileged their whole life, I can benefit from that. That can show me a different way, or at least show me a different possibility, and most importantly, not a possibility of being the richest person in the world per se, but a possibility of having a completely different mental process. To me, that's beautiful. Everybody has something to offer. People are of value regardless of what they have or what they don't have, or all that they have. We know that people are not defined by things, so why would we not even give people that are quote unquote privileged a benefit of the doubt? That's because there's something inside of a person who would look at a privileged person and say that, or look at somebody and feel like, oh, well, you have to tell me what you've been through so that you could fit in the clique. No, I'm not telling you anything. Anyways, for some of you, again, like I said, you're leveling up to completely different levels, and you either have somebody in your life that is two-faced, or people that are going to come into your life that are. Make sure that you move with wisdom. Make sure that you continue to stay on the path that the Most High has led you to be on. Don't just let different people in your life, and don't feel like you have to validate yourself to anybody. Some of these people that are trying to come back into your life talked about you greasy. Some of these people that's trying to come back into your life, they do know the things that you've been through in the past. The only reason that they coming back is to be a reminder of that, to come with that still, kill, and destroy energy. We're moving forward. Keep your mind focused forward. A lot of you have your true soul tribe members coming into your life that is going to come with a completely different type of energy. Wait for that. Make room for that. If you would like to book a personal one, you can book on prettybossTV.com. And if you would like to join the family where we really get down on Patreon, come. All of my links are below. Patreon.com/prettybossTV, where you can get that daily content where we really do the work. I love y'all so much. I'll talk to y'all soon. Y'all willing? Peace.